Two simple words, endless meaning. Here is the real story behind the crypto phrase "to the moon." The expression "to the moon" is one of the most iconic messages in digital finance. It signals hope, excitement, and the belief in dramatic price acceleration. Traders use it to describe a moment when a chart seems ready to surge upward with unstoppable energy. But the phrase is more than a joke or a meme. It represents a decade of online culture, early community bonding, and the psychology that drives every major market rally. The idea began long before the first major bull cycle. The words "to the moon" existed in everyday English speech, yet the meaning changed entirely once early crypto users adopted it. In the early days of online forums, communities formed around the shared idea that digital money could grow far beyond its initial price. As discussions evolved, traders looked for a simple phrase that captured extreme optimism. "To the moon" was the perfect symbol. During the first major waves of price growth, many investors watched as early coins began rising quickly. Each time new highs appeared, someone would post a simple message: "We are going to the moon." Others followed. The phrase spread across message boards, chat rooms, and early social platforms. It became a shorthand for overwhelming bullish sentiment. A vertical green candle was enough to spark comments, illustrations, and jokes repeating the phrase. The idea of rockets and space imagery naturally followed. Crypto traders began creating pictures showing Bitcoin blasting off like a spacecraft. They imagined charts climbing through the atmosphere as communities celebrated. The visual language became central to the culture. Rockets meant motion. The moon meant the goal. The phrase captured the shared emotional experience of hoping for extraordinary price acceleration. As the wider market matured, the meme expanded. Altcoins and new tokens adopted the imagery. Communities formed around the idea of launching their favorite asset. Sometimes the optimism was sincere. Sometimes it was ironic. Sometimes it was used as a response to obvious market exaggeration. The phrase worked in every context. A major shift occurred when meme coins entered the spotlight. Dogecoin in particular embraced the moon narrative. Its community used the phrase constantly, mixing humor with enthusiasm. Public figures amplified the message. When a high-profile supporter like Elon Musk posted a reference to sending the coin to the moon, the meme reached mainstream awareness. The phrase appeared not only in online discussions, but also in news articles, commentary pieces, and even legal documents connected to investor disputes. What started as a casual expression became part of public conversation. The phrase also evolved new forms. Some traders shortened it into a single, playful word. Others converted it into regional spellings. The natural creativity of online communities produced variations that spread across languages and cultures. Each version expressed the same hope, the belief in a dramatic upward price move. Despite its optimistic tone, the expression also reflects market cycles. Traders sometimes use it ironically after a sharp rise followed by an equally sharp decline. They say the coin already reached the moon and returned to Earth. The humor softens the disappointment and acknowledges that enthusiasm sometimes exceeds market reality. The meme also connects to other symbols within the community. The idea of holding an asset during volatility became known as HODL. The concept of collective success became known as WAGMI. The rapid movement of price became known as a pump. When combined, these ideas created a vocabulary for describing the emotional journey of investing. "To the moon" represents the imagined destination. HODL describes the commitment required. Pump describes the motion upward. WAGMI expresses unity. Together, they form the core of crypto culture. Understanding the roots of the meme helps explain why traders still use it today. It carries the excitement of early discovery, the shared experiences of market cycles, and the community bond that forms around optimism. Even as the market becomes more complex, the phrase remains simple, powerful, and universal. It reminds investors of the emotional highs that come with every new surge. For market watchers, the phrase offers insight into sentiment. When traders begin repeating it across social networks, it often reflects rising expectations. Sometimes the optimism matches real market fundamentals. Sometimes it does not. Either way, the phrase reveals the mood of the participants. It is a signal worth noticing. As the digital asset space continues to expand, new memes will appear. Yet To the Moon remains one of the most enduring. It connects veterans and newcomers alike. It symbolizes hope during bullish momentum and humor during chaotic volatility. It is part of the culture and part of the story of how communities form around shared belief. Understanding the meme means understanding the way crypto communities communicate. It means recognizing that markets are not only charts and numbers, they are also emotions, language, and collective imagination. This has been BlockBrief. Stay informed, stay ahead.